5 minutes with Dr. John. We are really fortunate to have John on our team, and he continues to be an unbelievable fountain of wisdom and insights on how to drive value from this. And we've got a lot of good feedback for these 5 minutes. And today, John, I think you're going to talk about your HBR article that was published today. Is that correct?
Thank you,
Oh,
Paul. Exactly so. We're going to cover the six capabilities you need to drive value from AI. The core thing here is we're going from theory to practice. And first, I want to thank and acknowledge my co-author, Tom Davenport, brilliant guy, incredibly prolific author. Many of you may know his work, and a delight to work with, along with Tom Stackpole, the HBR editor, who's been just wonderful to work with. The thing here is really pretty simple, which is how do organizations develop the capabilities to be able to go from the idea of generative AI to actually doing AI, and generative AI in situ. And we're going to go through this now. This is laid out. It just got published today. The 6 disciplines companies need. You can get it for free on the HBR website. And let's go into what the 6 disciplines are. And the Magnificent Six here, for those of you who know the movie Magnificent Seven by Kurosawa, my apologies, it's only 6. Paul, you can just go ahead straight through all of them. And first thing is there's a tremendous amount of behavior change that people aren't talking about when you start to use these models. And one of the most important things is to splice the robot into what you do. Ethan Mollick mentions this in his book, Co-Intelligence, about you have to make sure anytime you're doing anything, exploring, searching, trying to figure something out, make sure you bring the robot to the conversation and then think about how you're going to use that robot. Do you need to check it? Do you need to use it directly, and so forth? There's a study done that well over 60% of people were just taking the output from the robot and using it and not checking it. So you have to be careful about behavior change. Second, controlled experimentation. This is not about straight automation. It's not about detailing what's going on and then automating it. It's about controlled experimentation and innovation. Organizations try to decrease variance. Innovation is about increasing variance in a productive way. So not many organizations really know how to experiment. They know how to either specify and build. They don't know how to experiment, and that is critical. Third, measuring business value. Look, it's hard enough to do an innovation. A lot of people start coming up with new measures. We believe that that's silly. Sorry for the background noise here. I'm in San Francisco. That's where I'm on Nob Hill, so that's the cable cars out back here. The what you want to do is make sure that you tie to existing measures that happen in a rapid format so that you're not both innovating and creating a measure. Fourth, data management. Absolutely critical. Garbage in, garbage out. GIGO has always been the case. Here, when you put garbage into inference, you get amplified garbage. So you have to make sure your data management practices understand and take advantage of how you can use these models to index existing data and also to use it more productively, but to make sure it's of high quality. The fifth thing, a lot of times people are thinking about automation. This is especially true of private equity. It's important that you think about you're teaching people how to do something that's going to be part of their business careers forevermore. The AI we're using today is the worst AI we'll ever have. And this is going to be a critical part of a learning curve. It's not a once and done automation. So take some of the surplus you get and reinvest it in the talent. And lastly, this notion of systems thinking. You're not just automating a piece of something and leaving it the same. You're putting it together in a new way. I did a study of self-made billionaires. And if you look at how does someone like Howard Schultz make a fortune in a hugely competitive market like coffee, the answer is it's not just one innovation or 2 innovations. It's a full business system that creates that differentiation. And that's what you need to do. Paul, if we go next. So those are the new capabilities. And if you go to no, there's one more slide there, Paul.
yeah. I'm fighting the.
Oh, sorry. Well, I can tell you what they are, which is that the first thing you need to do is to fund the rebels. That what you want to do in any organization is create the ability to. Sorry, I'm just trying to stop my timer here. And the in any organization, you have people who want to make things better, and they usually know how to work the organization to get things done. fund those rebels. The second thing is to make sure that you pick projects that are not only practical and fast cycle, but they're politically sensible. A lot of times people will create a project where the cost is in one department and the benefit is in another. Bad idea. And lastly, what you want to do is tie it to the identity of the organization. When Bill Gates went up to see the internet and Cornell at the beginning of the internet, he didn't and realized that Microsoft needed to change. He didn't go and say, we need a new internet division. What he said was the internet is part of the desktop. So when you're doing something like improve customer service, better search, better innovation, make sure you tie it back to the identity of the organization. Again, it won't solve the problem of innovation and the resistance to it, but it'll help you increase your chances of success. So that's it, all laid out in that article. Hope you enjoy it.